March 1st, 1932. A crisp, quiet evening in the small town of Hopewell, New Jersey. In a cozy, secluded home atop a hill, a family was about to be shattered forever. The world's most famous aviator, Charles Lindbergh, and his wife Anne, had everything: fame, fortune, and the adoration of millions. But in a matter of hours, their son, their world would vanish. The night began like any other. The Lindbergh's 20-month-old son, Charles Jr., was safely tucked into his crib inside their nursery. But as the hours stretched into the late evening, something dark began to stir. Around 10 p.m., the sound of a creaking floorboard shattered the silence of the house. A figure, a man dressed in dark clothing, slipped through the open window in little Charles's room. The baby, resting peacefully in his crib, was taken without a sound, stolen away in the dead of night. When Anne Lindbergh went to check on her son that night, she was met with an empty crib and a ransom note ominously scrawled on a piece of paper. The note, demanding $50,000 for the safe return of Charles Jr., was chilling. "We have your boy." That was just the beginning of one of the most harrowing crime stories the world had ever seen. As the Lindberghs scrambled to notify the authorities, the news spread like wildfire. The FBI, then only a decade old, was called in, and they would soon find themselves facing a case unlike any they had ever encountered. But the investigation wasn't as straightforward as the Lindberghs hoped. There were no witnesses, no leads, only a ransom note and a sense of impending dread. Desperate, Charles Lindbergh even went to the media, pleading with the kidnappers, offering the ransom money, no questions asked, just the safe return of his son. But time was slipping away. With each passing hour, the chance of finding the baby alive grew slimmer. Then a breakthrough. The ransom money, marked with serial numbers, was being passed around. The FBI caught a break when a man named Bruno Richard Hauptmann was caught using some of the bills from the ransom. Hauptmann, a German immigrant, was soon arrested, his connection to the crime growing clearer by the day. But Hauptmann denied involvement. He claimed to have received the money from a mysterious associate. However, as the evidence mounted, the case against him seemed irrefutable. The trial that followed would become a media circus as the world watched. Charles Lindbergh himself was called to testify, his every word scrutinized, and Hauptmann's defense team fought tooth and nail to keep him out of the electric chair. Despite his protests of innocence, Bruno Hauptmann was convicted and sentenced to death. On April 3, 1936, he was executed in the electric chair. But the questions surrounding the case didn't disappear with him. Was Hauptmann really the killer, or was he just a scapegoat? Many still believe there were others involved. Some have even speculated that the Lindbergh family had connections to the case that went deeper than anyone could have imagined. Today, almost a century later, the Lindbergh kidnapping remains one of the most infamous and controversial crimes in American history. Was justice truly served, or did we all get a piece of a story too twisted for anyone to understand? The mystery of what really happened that night in the Lindbergh nursery still haunts us. Was little Charles Jr. ever truly safe, even before the kidnapping? And was the truth ever fully uncovered? The Lindbergh kidnapping teaches us that sometimes the most chilling stories are the ones that never have clear answers. What do you think? Was justice truly served, or is there still more to uncover? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more unsolved mysteries and gripping true crime stories. Until next time, stay curious and stay cautious.